Okay then. That's how we stand on business.
Yeah, MP.
Look out there, MP.
That'd be great, I guess. Do us a favor, alright?
one of your other emails saying you can eliminate one or 18 minutes. All right, sounds good. Or you get the young guys together. Definitely go for that. Anything specific? Fashion moves, like to clear out and pop that one. Great. So coach can go for 15 minutes. Like a G League team. They need to getting better perimeter. Get the defense up. Yes. Just trying to help do. Right. Maybe we can just keep asking these things. You can really do better. I was just about to when I get back. What? Jen said she's having sex thoughts. Talking to her, don't mind her.
Look at college prospects. Think more about how they'll service in year one, or what their pro career may be in year 10.
I want to focus more on academics.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Special thanks to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And a look at the stats for Tyrese Halliburton.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Pascal Siakam out there with Isaiah Jackson. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. And for Houston, Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Jalen Green is out there with Shepherd. And it's Baker in at the 3, the small forward. And I think we know exactly what kind of game this is going to be, RJ.
Yeah, you don't expect a lot of offense on the interior. These teams take a high volume of threes, and they make a high volume as well.
So the Rockets win the tip. Well, MP's made it known that he's gunning for Defensive Player of the Year. He's up against some tough competition.
Look, MP has been active and engaged defensively, but I still think there's some untapped potential. I believe he can still take it up a notch in terms of his impact on that end of the court. Quite honestly, he might need to escalate his play if he wants to fulfill his goal of winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Halliburton surveys the floor. Mathurin against Green. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Jackson, the screen. Tries again. Shot's good by Mathurin.
Yeah, tricky move by Mathurin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Halliburton, and Coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Nembhard. After the basket by Houston. To the inside. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Baker. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. Siakam, the pass to Mathurin.
And one thing about Mathurin, he keeps pressure on that defense.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes a first. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Both free throws good from Mathurin.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Baker. Takes it inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line.
Indiana foul. Pascal Siakam. First personal foul. First team foul.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for 2. Baker.
He hits the second from the line. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
Şengün, a screen on Halliburton. Pulls up at the elbow. Second chance shot. The rebound by Jackson. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 4. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
And Houston has possession. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Here's Baker driving inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Isaiah Jackson. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. So he gets them both. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Halliburton finds Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton with the ball. Puts up a 3. Smith with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Siakam with it. Now Nembhard. Jackson the screen. From behind the arc. The shot by Nembhard no good. Rockets trail by 4. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And it's hammered home by Green.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
Halliburton with the ball. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
The BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against Halliburton as the best passer in the league right now. I know he's the most exciting for sure.
Pass to Shepherd. Here's Baker. Smith with a screen on Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Here's Shepherd. He's guarded by Nembhard. Offensive board. Here's Şengün. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Just strength from the big man Şengün, pushing through the contact.
Toppin. He's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
Their second personal. 3rd team foul.
That one drops. He ties it up. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. This one for 3. He buries it from 3. Halliburton's got 7.
Yeah, you've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
Smith with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Baker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's hauled in by Houston. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Now here's Halliburton. 7 points in the game. And here's Jackson. Pass to Nembhard. And here's Mathurin. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Baker's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Mathurin gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. He's got 7.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Here's Baker. 9 points in the game. Pass to Şengün. Takes a 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Pacers leading by 4. Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
Baker can't get it to go. The Pacers have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Now here's Nembhard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Here's Baker. Pass to Green. Here's Baker. 23 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And his court vision was sensational as well. He was making all the right decisions. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Halliburton. 12 points for him. Tipped. And he stays with it. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Baker. Pass to Şengün. Smith outside. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. Got a piece of it. Here's Baker. 9 points in the game. Oh, threw it down. Wow. Boom. He jams it straight down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Now here's Nembhard. No points so far. Inside, here's Jackson. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. And the Pacers lead by 4.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so...
Top it against Smith. Pass to Shepherd. It's stolen. Halliburton on the wing. Here's Jackson. Nembhard outside. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your tap shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Got a hand on it.
And so often is the case. Şengün in the right position to make the play. That's just great defense.
Here's Baker. Great D that time from Halliburton.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
A nice shot by Toppin.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just...
Ime Udoka has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Oh, Halliburton, deadly from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Halliburton is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Toppin. Then there's Walker. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5. Baker. The Rockets again can't hit.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. And there's the lob. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
If there's anybody who can ignite a crowd with his dunks, it's Jabari. He throws them down with power.
Indiana leading by 13. Pass to Walker. Fires the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Baker.
Oh, my
Hey,
goodness.
how about that?
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Green's checked in for Houston. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for Nesmith. And it's Green missing. Indiana has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. And Indiana misses again. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Baker. He's got 13. Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Baker. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And they'll keep possession. Take a look at the schedule for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for their matchup with Orlando, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
Back to Halliburton. Walker sets a screen from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Baker. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Baker's got 15.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Three-pointer, Halliburton sends it home from three-point land. And the Pacers lead by 12.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Baker gets the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Halliburton finds Walker. Halliburton up top. He's got 24. Pass to Jackson. The kick out to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Now Halliburton, 4-3. Another miss by Halliburton.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Picked by Smith. Here's Baker. And he converts the layup. Baker's got 8 here in this quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Baker, defended by Halliburton. And stolen by Jackson. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. On the wing, Nembhard. Green covering. Now Nembhard. No points yet. Halliburton right side. Nice form on the 20-footer. And now a 12-point Pacer lead.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
Baker, pass to Smith. Excellent D there from Toppin. The Pacers have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Back to Halliburton. Launches a three. The rebound by Shepherd. The Rockets have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Baker, the pass to Smith. Picked by Smith. The three is up. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Alperen Sengun's checked in for the Rockets. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Walker. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Halliburton outside. The three. It's hauled in by Houston. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Baker. He's got 19. Green for 3. No luck on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. Halliburton outside. Back to Mathurin. Sengun with a steal. Here's Baker, defended by Halliburton. Baker can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 9. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him for committing to his selection.
Good on both. Here's Baker. There's the 3. He drops it from range. Baker's got 22.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And looking at this last month, here are the NBA teams that have been outstanding at reading the opponents and picking their pockets. The Rockets in 5th.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers. They're not leaving any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's the best way to protect the lead.
Smith, he's checked in for Holmgren. Rockets trail by 10. Smith with a screen on Halliburton. Puts up a 3. And Houston another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. To the wing, right side. And here's Shepherd for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Nembhard outside. Back to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Now here's Halliburton. Tight defense on him. It's in for Halliburton. The response three.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Pass to Smith. Here's Baker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Oh, forcing the issue. Halliburton in attack mode.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Indiana Pacers.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass it.
And let's move on to the race for rookie. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Shepard is out there with Green. And it's Baker in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And the deficit down inside single digits. Baker's got 29 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
From the stripe, he gets it in there. Mathurin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you got to be right up on Mathurin, especially when he's roaming around the mid-range.
Şengün, a screen on Halliburton. Baker, the pass to Şengün. Stolen by Jackson. Here's the break. And Mathurin gets it to go on the assist from Siakam. And it's a 12-point Pacer lead. Here's Baker. He has 29 now. Green for 3. Look at Green showing off his range.
And hey, look, Green can make threes, especially from a shorter corner area.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Mathurin. Siakam outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Baker. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Six on the shot clock. Siakam outside. No good from outside. Rockets trail by 7. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
The three, Smith. Mathurin with a rebound.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Pass to Haliburton from outside the arc. And here comes the break. Here's Baker. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Tyrese Haliburton.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets, trailing by 5. Baker, pass to Smith. Here's Baker. Pass to Smith. Here's Baker. 33 points for him. Off target with the open look.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Siakam looking it over. They get back on track. Nails it from 3. Siakam's got 7 points.
Yeah, working the play to perfection. Siakam comes off the screen free to fire a shot.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Baker, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Şengün with the athleticism. I see you, big fella.
Pacers leading by 6. Haliburton with the ball. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Boy, he's been getting to the line. Well, the Rockets shooting around 51%. That's a good number. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. We've got Obi Toppin, Walker out there with Tyrese Haliburton. Then it's Aaron Nesmith. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here's Haliburton. Here's Toppin. Shakes him. Down it goes. And a great assist by Haliburton. Haliburton's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Here's Baker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Obi Toppin.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he sinks the second. Indiana leading by 10. Now here's Haliburton. Toppin outside. Now Haliburton. 5 to shoot. Outside Walker. Here's Toppin. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Pacers lead by 12. Here's Baker, defended by Haliburton. Baker gets the bucket. Baker's got 36 points.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Mamukelashvili passes to Haliburton. No good on the triple.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Final quarter here, and we're just over 1.5 minutes through it. Pass to Baker. Back to Green. Now here's Brooks. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off the pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Haliburton, the pass to Nesmith. Down low. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Baker, defended by Haliburton. And there's the drive. Baker gets the bucket. Baker's got 11 in the second half.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Haliburton misses.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Halliburton punching in. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Walker for three. Baker grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brooks a screen on Halliburton. Now here's Green. Misses a three. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Nice shot by Walker.
This is how Walker likes to play. He invites contact and he dishes it out.
Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Baker. And he jams it home with authority.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Toppin with it. Green picks him up. They double him with Holmgren. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now. Outside, Green. Holmgren with a screen on Toppin. Pass to Holmgren from deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Houston making some changes. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Holmgren. Smith comes in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Green. Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. It's hauled in by Houston. Whitmore's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Baker, pass to Smith. Good work there as it goes. Smith's got 19 points.
And look at Smith making the heads-up play. Rolling into open position right on cue.
Halliburton outside. There's the triple. Oh, Hallie, the Rainmaker.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Smith with a screen on Halliburton. Baker tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Nembhard. Halliburton outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Smith with a screen on Halliburton. Baker, pass to Smith. Gets the 3 ball to go. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Inside. Here's Halliburton. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Rockets trail by 7. Here's Baker. They get the rebound. Here's Şengün. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Nembhard. Halliburton, the pass to Walker. Back to Halliburton. Takes one from 10 feet, and count that. 2 points, and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, tenacious stuff from Halliburton. Making his shot while absorbing a foul.
Green's checked in for the Rockets. Shepherd comes in for Van Vliet, and the Pacers also making a change. Mathurin's checked in. Here's Baker, defended by Halliburton. Baker gets the bucket.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Outside Matherin, and it's out of bounds to Indiana.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Good defensive recognition. Şengün understands how to distract shooters.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Baker gets the bucket.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Nembhard with it. And here's Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Baker. Şengün, the screen. Baker, pass to Green. Counted from distance. And now just a 3-point Indiana lead.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Pass to Matherin. Takes a 3. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. Houston has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Here's Baker. Driving in. It's rebounded by Indiana. Haliburton, the pass to Siakam. Up and over Smith. And Siakam gets it to go. Siakam's got 16 in the second half.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star. Someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Pass to Shepherd. Shoots over Matherin. And it's Shepherd missing.
Normally he drains that.
Outside Matherin. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Green. Here's Baker. Picked by Smith. 3-pointer. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Siakam outside. Back to Haliburton. Pass to Matherin. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Siakam. Over Smith. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Green. And it's Houston's ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Here's Baker. Pass to Green. Here's Şengün to take the lead. And there's Green on the assist by Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists tonight.
How about Jalen Green stepping up, showing poise in a big spot?
Haliburton with the ball. And it's Şengün picking him up. And he makes it. Haliburton's got 49 in the game.
Important points. Tyrese Haliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Şengün, the screen. Here's Baker. 3-pointer, no good. Indiana has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. 3-pointer, Matherin. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
This is what the team likes about Matherin. He's calm and cool when they need him to step up.
Baker, the pass to Green. Here's Baker. Smith with a screen on Haliburton. Pass to Smith. And And here's Green from the arc. Green answers the three.
There are guys that will take that shot, and there are guys that will make that shot. Green is one of those guys that will make that bucket.
Here's Siakam. He can't hit that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Yes! Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Here's Siakam. And Indiana misses again.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Picked by Smith. And it's in.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton to end the run. Misses the three. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
For three, Mathurin. Oh, nails the triple!
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And now they foul and stop the clock. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up for Richard J.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not happy.
Good game, man.
At home, the Rockets don't hold anything back. Whether it comes to their... We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Alperen Sengun.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Well, we've been tracking MP and the stories surrounding his NBA career. One of his recent pursuits is his quest to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, no doubt MP in some circles is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. He's been great thus far, but he's got some competition. So I expect MP to show up with some serious intensity and make a point tonight.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the evening. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
There's Baker following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Lets it fly. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Now here's Middleton after the miss from Baker. And the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end. So I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Dallas shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy. It takes activity. It takes intensity.
Dallas again missing. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Baker. Nailed from 3-point land. Baker's got 7 points in the game. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving passes to Gafford. And here's Middleton from outside the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jacks up a 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Yeah, I remember last time they met up, they just got ran out of the building. They weren't too happy with some of the calls in that game either.
Yeah, their starters got into foul trouble, and it felt as if some of the calls were ticky-tack, no doubt, but nonetheless, damage was done.
Rockets trail by 4. There's Baker. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Chandler right side. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Gafford misses. Rockets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And so it's Houston with it, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Holmgren wide open. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Washington. Washington sets the pick for Middleton. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Now here is Smith. Smith with a screen on Thompson. Here's Baker, and there's the dunk to finish it off.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Irving passes to Washington. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No coverage that time.
3 points.
Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from 3. Boy, this guy's too accurate as a shooter.
Pass to Holmgren. Smith with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Irving passes to Middleton. Back to Irving. Poked away. Pass to Washington. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Smith with a screen on Middleton to the inside. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
And here's Irving. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Here's Baker. Floats it up for Holmgren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Middleton against Smith. And Alperen Sengun gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making a switch in. Shepard's checked in. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Pass to Gafford. Dallas moving it around. Nice shot by Thompson.
The speed with which Klay Thompson gets to his shooting motion off the catch makes him as dangerous as anyone.
To the paint. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, this is why you put it in the vicinity of Chet Holmgren. They trust that he's going to finish, and he does.
Marshall with it. To the middle. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Thompson's got 10 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Here's Baker. And the rejection by Gafford.
Do not go up soft against Daniel Gafford. He will send it right back at you.
Thompson finds Middleton. Thompson outside. Pass to Irving for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Screen by Smith. There's Baker. He's got 9. Got it. Good job in the low post. 11 points in the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Middleton. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate.
There's Baker. He's got 11. Holmgren in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Baker kicks to Sengun. Houston needs to get a shot up. Smith for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Baker passes to Sengun. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Highlight reel play from Sengun. Great timing.
Mavericks trail by 4. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Floats it up for Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game. Thompson looking for an opening. Got a hand on it, and they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. The rebound by Baker. Houston leading by 4. Pass to Smith. Shoots over Gafford. Offensive rebound for the 3. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
Mavericks trail by 6. Middleton outside. And Thompson kicks to Marshall. Irving with a clean look. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Şengün. Gafford with the steal. Smith against Middleton. Here's Irving. 1:33 left in the first. Now Gafford, 6 to shoot. The 3. Rebound by Smith. Rockets leading by 3. Here's Baker. 11 points in the game. Going inside.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Back to Irving. A 3-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 11 points.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Pass to Smith. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Left side Irving. Irving double team. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Substitution on the court.
15 seconds left in the first quarter. Anderson the screen. Here's Baker. Pulls up on the wing, and he knocks down the jumper. 15 points in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Rockets.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Hardy. Barnes out there with Washington. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. Dallas moving the ball around. And that one drops for him. Marshall's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Mavs.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Here's Baker. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mavericks trail by 4. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And it's Washington missing. And for Houston, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value DB lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Hardaway from outside. The Rockets pull it in. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Looking to end the run. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Hardy.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Marshall. A 3-ball. Brooks grabs the board. Houston leading by 7. There's Baker. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Hardy. Not a lot of room. On the wing, Hardaway. Rejected by Baker. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession for the Rockets. Chandler comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Shepard subbed in for Shepard. The Mavericks also with a sub. Prosper's checked in. Now here's Hardy. 17 points in his last outing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Chandler. And it's Houston with another.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And here's Hardy. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Here's Baker. He's got 29 points. Count it.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Mavericks trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Irving comes in for Hardy. Barnes dishes to Irving. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Hardaway. Over Shepard. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Guys, you want to be able to score from all 3 levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. That instance, mid-range is on point.
Now Brooks, covered by Barnes. There's Baker. He's got 31. It's good. Baker's got 33.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 17. Hardaway finds Irving, lets it go from deep, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Irving for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Sengun. There's Baker. 33 points for him. Chandler kicks to Baker. And the rejection by Gafford. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
Well, that's called exhibiting power and quickness in the painted area. Barnes does a really good job drawing contact there.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Dillon Brooks. Rockets leading by 14. Here's Baker. And the layup's good off the glass. Baker's got 35 in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Houston's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. For Houston, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. The first one falls. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Hardaway. Both free throws good from Baker.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Mavericks trail by 18. Outside Irving. Back to Thompson. Pass to Marshall. Front pass the arc. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Chandler with the screen on Middleton. Chandler outside. There's Baker, defended by Middleton. There's the triple. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Middleton at the elbow. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Middleton's got 7 points.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Here's Sengun. Pass to Holmgren. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound. There's Baker. 37 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Over Middleton. Baker, no good. Mavericks trail by 13. It's Klay off the drive.
Well, gets his man in the air with the pump fake, and Klay gets himself to the free throw line. So quick on that release.
The Mavericks have made 2. The Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
59.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Dallas Mavericks.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your...
Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month award recipient. And that about wraps.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Baker.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Chet Holmgren out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Chandler. And it's Baker in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Irving with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. Smith checked in for Houston.
For your Rockets, number 10, Jabari Smith.
Outside Irving. Sengun with the rebound. Sengun's got 9 rebounds now tonight. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Driving the lane, and he dunks it down.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Mavericks trailed by 15. Thompson passes to Irving. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Rejected by Baker.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
You see the quarter where it is from Holmgren. Nice job spotting the open man.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Thompson, a screen on Chandler. Irving up top. 23 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Middleton on the wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Thompson for 3. The rebound by Baker.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
The Mavericks pull it in.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Rejected by Baker.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Holmgren in the post. Washington's on him. Holmgren with a screen on Middleton. Baker from outside off the mark.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Irving kicks to Washington. Pass to Middleton. Thompson outside. They need this one. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
There's Baker. And he's got 41. Chandler outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Chandler's got 10 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Houston, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And of course, there's the Mavericks, sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And you know, for Houston, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they could put a great offense out there and win. If you run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. D.A. thanks.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
For three, Middleton, and Holmgren pulls it down.
And the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Baker, 43 points in the game. On the wing, Chandler. Şengün with the screen for Chandler. Goes back up. Back to Baker. Holmgren with a screen on Washington. And that one is good. Baker's got 45 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Irving passes to Washington. Down low, here's Middleton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Chandler. Up and in on the layup. Chandler's got 10 points here in the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The drive by Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Kyrie Irving.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Shepard's checked in for Jabari Smith. Chandler with the screen on Middleton. Baker passes to Chandler. That shot, no good. Great D that time for Middleton. Right side, Irving. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got 25 points in the game.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
Here's Baker. He has 45 points. Floats it up for Holmgren. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
I like when Holmgren's teammates take advantage of his length. Perfect alley-oop.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Baker, no good.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Şengün with a screen on Middleton. Here's Baker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Pass to Hardy. Takes it inside for 3. Middleton bangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got 14 points.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Baker passes to Shepard. The 3. It's good from Shepard on the assist from Shepard. Gafford's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Hardy. He's tightly guarded. Now Gafford from the stripe. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 16 points for Chris Middleton. Rockets leading by 22. Here's Baker. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. Middleton the pass to Hardy. Back to Middleton. Gafford kicks to Hardaway. Gets a very good look and converts.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch and shoot situations.
Brooks with a screen on Middleton. Baker passes to Brooks. There's Baker. Non-stop scoring machine here. Puts up a deep three. Can't hit that one. Mavericks trail by 20. Now here's Hardy. Pass to Hardaway. To the middle. Hardy, no good. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now here's Middleton, covered by Baker. Middleton looking it over.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
It's rebounded by Houston. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Baker passes to Landale. Basket good.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Shots good by Middleton.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Here's Baker. Throws it up high, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Middleton outside. Pass to Gafford, and here is Hardaway. Marshall sets a screen for Hardaway. Off target with his 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Middleton dishes to Marshall. Outside Hardaway. Gafford sets the pick for Hardaway. Oh, good on the triple.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
There's Baker. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Pass to Hardy.
Houston foul.
Mavericks have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. On the court for the Mavericks. Irving is out there with Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Marshall in at the 4-man position. Anderson a screen on Thompson. Baker passing to Anderson. Marshall with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got 8 rebounds in this game.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Landale misses. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Mavericks. Pass to Irving from the arc. No good. Rockets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Baker, trying to the hoop, and that one is stuffed right through.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
P.J. Washington.
And here's Middleton. And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. From deep, Washington. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist in this one. There's Baker. Driving to the basket. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Irving with it. Middleton outside. And he lays it straight in. Middleton's got 24.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Here's Baker, and that one is hammered home.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal.
Fred VanVleet picks one up.
If you listen to other NBA players, Kyrie Irving is one of their favorites to watch. He has as complete an offensive arsenal and as pretty a game as there is.
And he makes the first. However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Clock at 4. Baker passes to Landale. That shot no good. Great D that time for Middleton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
A solid passer and rebounder, but Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Anderson, a screen on Middleton. Baker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
Offline with his 3. The Rockets shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Here's Baker, and there's the drive, and he makes that one.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Outside Irving. Pass to Washington. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Baker's got 11 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Middleton. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 28 points for Chris Middleton.
That's where the threat of being a great scorer from Klay Thompson allows a teammate to get wide open.
Anderson, a screen on Middleton. Bobbed up there for Anderson. Stolen by Middleton. Thompson outside. Over Shepherd. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, you've got to identify Klay Thompson early. In transition, he's so dangerous.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest.
And got it! Another basket.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Middleton can't get it to go. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. Guys, they have played so well this season. I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. 2 points. That one goes.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And what
a moment it is for him and for this fan base, setting the scoring record for a game. He deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but he's on top of them all.
And the experience and consistency Middleton offers is valuable to this team. He's still such an important player.
With the drive, and the shot goes down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Chris Middleton, 2 shots.
So he gets them both. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that.
Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. There's Baker. Into the lane. Connects again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Now a timeout called by Houston. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One
This man really almost scored more points than Kobe. Unreal. These Hoosiers think they know ball, but you'll show them.
had to fight back.
So I'm thinking about letting the kids plan the next vacation. Pick 3 destinations and then pick from the best one.